Good afternoon. My name is Jaden Lanzarotto, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about how hurricanes form. First slide. What is a hurricane? According to UCAR Center of Science Education, a hurricane is categorized by its widespread destruction, flooding, um, its winds. To be considered a hurricane, it has to have winds exceeding 74 miles an hour. Next slide. Ingredients for formation. So, the Smithsonian explains that warm ocean water, it plays a big part. Temperatures about 80 degrees Fahrenheit are prime conditions for a hurricane to form. Moist, unstable air, so all the way out in the ocean. Typically in the west, where the water is a little warmer. Low vertical wind shears. Um, I'm gonna explain what a wind shear is in a second, but in the picture, this is supposed to be the wind shear. And what a wind shear does is it basically pushes and pulls the hurricane. So it controls the direction of a hurricane. There's vertical wind shears, and then there's horizontal wind shears. The horizontal ones are more below, like in the ocean, that you can't see, and the vertical is just like this one right here. It's uh, basically kind of like the eye of the hurricane. Tropical disturbance. So this is what ends up leading to a hurricane. So a tropical disturbance is basically like a small cluster of storms that begin over warm water and they combine to become a more powerful storm. Uh, they begin moving westward. So in these like low pressure areas, that's why. Um, and the picture describes this is an isolated storm, and this is an isolated storm, and these are the scattered cluster of storms. And when they do that, they basically just are building off of each other. Next slide. So there's three levels to it. So there's tropical depression, which is basically a tropical storm with winds under 39 miles an hour. Tropical storm, which is a storm with winds anywhere from 39 miles an hour to 73. And as we said before, a hurricane is anything with winds exceeding 74 miles an hour. This picture right here shows just the size comparison along with the MPH for each category, with tropical depression being the smallest and Hurricane Edward right here being the largest. Next slide. So how does a hurricane gain power? So warm water, like I said, plays a big part, but it's not the water itself. It's that when the warm water evaporates and it goes upwards, this also it helps with the wind shear, like to strengthen that. Um, when rising humid air cools and condenses, it releases heat. So this is the right here. This is the warm air circling, and then when the cold air is coming downwards, it's condensing and releasing heat. So air flows inward, strengthening the low pressure system. So strengthening that wind shear again. Everything comes back to that. That's the most important part. Um, so next slide is how a hurricane loses power. So most people think that hurricanes probably just die out whenever they die out. That's true, but what really hurts them is when they hit land. So when a hurricane goes over, let's say a coastal area like Florida, uh, it typically causes it to lose power, and then that slows the winds, and you know sometimes that's it. But other times, this is the vertical wind shear again, it always pushes it in random directions, so it's very unpredictable. This is just an example, but a storm could hit Florida, lose power, and then go back out to the ocean and circle back around, regaining its strength, and come back and hit us just as hard, if not harder. And yeah, but cool ocean water is also something that weakens it. Strong upper level winds, it really throws off the balance because hurricanes need very specific ingredients to form, and if everything's not perfect, then it won't be a hurricane. Hopefully it'll just be a tropical disturbance or something less. Next, summary of everything. So hurricanes are winds categorized by their widespread destruction, very dangerous. They grow from the smallest thing to these big, massive, dangerous storms. And they need warm water, moist air, and low wind shears to form. There's nothing that can really stop a hurricane from forming, uh, but we can prepare for it. So your weather forecast, those people who've done a great job at just predicting the storm and telling us so that we can better protect our friends and our family. But other than that, to help you and yourself, just doing your own research is major. So you can be informed, so you can hopefully protect your household. Thank you.